This is probably like my favorite character of 2026 by far. Freaking love this freaking character. And ironically, it's an AI character, Amelia. I'm gonna play this video going over a bit of the backstory of Amelia, but I also, mostly for the reason of this video, because of the AI videos that's been going on social media that I freaking love. If you follow me on Twitter, I've retweeted one of the videos that I saw that it's pretty much my favorite one, but I was just want to talk about it today, and I want to react to Smash JT's video as he goes through a bit of the backstory of Amelia, because I want to make sure it's done right, because it's only been like barely a week before I knew about this whole situation, and it's sprung from the UK. But before I continue, please like this video, comment below, let me know what you guys think of Amelia, and follow me on my channel as I cover reviews, reaction videos, and gaming content. So anyway, let's check out this. Amelia goes mega viral.
Go over the entire internet to a point that I've never seen. And a quick refresher, in case you don't know who Amelia is. This is from Rafael Buca. They said, meet Amelia, a new star of the far right who exposed the weakness of liberal Democrats. Amelia is a character from the game Pathways, produced by British Democrats who wanted to use her to warn young people against political radicalism. Political radicalism in this game manifests itself in the fact that the main antagonist, Amelia, attends anti-immigration protests, talks about defending British values, and her opinion is in conflict with the government and teachers. To make it even funnier, that's where this so-called radicalism ends. There's no fascism or violence of any kind. National views alone are enough to scare people with radicalism. Of course, left-wing radicalism was not addressed in any way. Democrats...
Yeah, because I saw people trying to play the game, because it's one of those kind of like PSA type of things. It's kind of like their, the UK's version of the DARE program or something. And these little corny little videos where you choose pathways, and of course the pathway they want you to choose is very like super woke, super left. It makes no sense. While Amelia, they try to label as the bad guy who embraces like pride in her nation, which is ironic. She has pink hair and everything like that, so it's kind of like a pink purplish hair. It's kind of ironic because that's usually the signature look of the left woke woman, woke white woman specifically. But pretty much taking that back, rightly so. And it's just like, because the UK is dealing with immigration. They locking people up because anybody who accuses somebody of being like racist or homophobic, or saying like, no, I won't say like racist or homophobic, but just saying what they deem a slur can get you locked up. You can look it up. It's crazy. And most people in America's fear is that all that crap was going to start permeating our nation, which is already bad enough as it is, because we already dealing with our own immigration issues. They're dealing with their own particular brand over there, and Amelia has become like a figurehead of like, no, this is it. We're done. It's taking it too far. We need pride in our respective nations. We need to start shaming people for not, pandering to this woke ideology. And I use the word woke because it's just that, being gay is fine. Live your life, but you start encroaching on everybody else's life with your own ideology. That's where the problem lies. Okay, I'm not saying that it's all those people who identify in that particular community, but they allow or enable people in that ilk to be the loudest voices and like go crying to their governments and like or go into these spaces to try to influence certain spots in the government to allow certain things. You don't think like most of the younger political figures aren't like writing things into law based on their own little ideology to just allow things because they want to deem it like the progressive way. Progression is fine, but you taking it too far. It's the extreme negative side of progression, whereas progression without guardrails. Okay, sure, we won't be welcoming, like the whole immigration thing. Sure, we have sanctuary cities and all that other stuff, but almost every nation has a hard rule about allowing certain people in without going through the proper checks and balances, go through the paperwork and all this other stuff, so they can be a legal citizen of that respective country or nation. We can't just coming in waves without any kind of structure in place, because that uproots. It does harm to the people, not physically, but just like economically. It's like, okay, people can't get certain jobs because they're like, or certain places to live because they're being used out by people who are not here legally. The people who are from this nation, are not being looked at first. So it causes like big issues, big issues here.
Let's turn a blind eye to it.
And this is
It possesses
backfiring on the UK
no threat
in a
to the
major
system.
way.
The game offers choices. You can choose the bad path and follow Amelia, or let the teachers explain to you that actually everything in your country is super, and for God's sake, you shouldn't protest. The game's goal is to raise a loser who is afraid to express his own opinion and participate maturely in a democracy. To make it even funnier, surprisingly, the character of a young girl bravely
and democracy is being like kind of in shambles right now in UK and somewhat in the US right now, because they want to be all inclusive, but they're not inclusive in the mind. Some people don't think the same. So some they expect all black people to be Democrat and vote blue no matter what. And God forbid there's a black person who want to identify as a Republican or a moderate or vote for a Green Party or whatever like that. There isn't a Democratic Party, and they call all kinds of names, and that is an issue. It's like in college I met like a black atheist for the first time, and I was a little bit taken aback because I never met a person. I knew primarily I seen atheists coming from like certain white people, but I never thought that or at least I ever come across a person in my lifetime that's a black person who identifies as an atheist. But I didn't shun him. I didn't, I still befriended him, like hung out and like went to class and talked. It's just like, it wasn't a big deal to me. I'm not like ultra religious or anything like that. I do believe, I am Christian. I do believe in God. But I'm not going to sit there and cause a freaking fuss one way or the other. It's like, oh, tar and feather him because he doesn't believe in a God. That is an issue too. It's like, I don't want my religion pushed on every freaking body known to man because they choose to identify as an atheist or a Buddhist. That is a point of democracy. You just allow to have their spaces to live the life they want to live without issue. But it's just you let certain rule people take over the every little thing, and now it's like, oh, you won't allow people of a different, because they placate to your emotions. That's the issue here. It's like, oh, you don't want progress, you don't like progress, you think it's bad because it's this Muslim woman don't want to who wants to immigrate from her war-torn country to our homeland with her child, and they show off a little 5-year-old little crying child and all this. Placate to your emotions. That is a problem. Okay, don't try to use that as like a shield to placate to your emotions to allow whatever to go on, because you don't think humans aren't going to human, where there's going to be certain humans that's going to weaponize that so they can have free access into the country if they don't even do anything wrong outside of entering the country illegally. Doesn't really matter. You still have that law for a reason. And don't try to like, oh, this abuela, came to this country and she didn't do nothing else besides break into the country illegally, but she didn't break any other laws since then. Doesn't matter. Okay? This guy's like, oh, I stole a candy bar from a store, but I haven't broken any laws ever since then, since I was a teenager. Doesn't matter. It's still like, that's still like a bad thing. Doesn't stop it being a bad thing. Rough example, but you catching my drift.
Expressing her right-wing convictions did not discourage young men from national conservative moments. Instead, she became a positive meme among young internet users, a new symbol of nationalists. Liberal Democrats fail to understand that nationalism today is countercultural and far more interesting to young people than the narrative of being obedient to a system that has long ceased to provide its citizens with security. And this is Amelia. Now, with that context, let's check out the latest video from Huff, because this is another banger.
Happy birthday, one of a kind.
Because
snack loving
AI has issues, but every once in a while they got some
No, I'm
gems.
Amelia. We need to talk about Islam in the UK. Catholic, Protestant, atheist. We're all buggered if Islam takes over. Witches must be burnt, of course, but honour killing your daughters for not wearing hijab is much too far.
But Wallace, dogs are haram. If the Muslims take over, Gromit is a goner. Pigs are
Dogs are haram.
haram too, Pepper.
Pigs are haram too.
Your entire family line ended.
And forget LGBT acceptance. Muslims will toss them out the window. Literally. First, we remove the
Literally.
Islamists from our government and our country, Paddington. Then marmalade.
So you can see how this Amelia character is just going hyper viral with the face takes
God,
of just
freaking
being
love
honest
Amelia.
about what we all know, if you have a brain inside your head, is exactly what's going to transpire if what's happening right now continues to perpetuate and the slippery slope continues to get worse and worse, as it already has. I said, Amelia is the biggest government propaganda backfire of our generation.
Yeah.
This is, we're going to take back our...
Amelia is basically the modern day Joan of Arc. She is the modern day AI Joan of Arc. Golly. Perfect. God.
country from the corrupt authoritarian government and the Islamic grooming gangs, and you will like it. This gaming moment woke up the UK. Amelia is a national treasure, and I tried my best with the AI. This is what I came up with.
Charlie, are you going to sit there and let the World Economic Forum destroy London, or are you going to do something about it?
It's too easy and too much fun. I don't think the people that created this Pathways game understood.
I want a bunch of girls out there for this Halloween to be dressed as Amelia. She is like the best character of 2026 so far. If last year my favorite viral moment was that Coldplay concert, catching those people cheating at the Coldplay concert, that was my highlight of 2025 in terms of viral moments. This one's probably going to be my favorite viral moment of 2026 by far. I freaking love Amelia.
The ramifications of making a based right-wing personality explain to people how crazy left-wingers actually are with all of this. And I'd be remiss to ignore
Leaflet
with
amazing
this
job.
incredible anime. Amelia The Last Rose
Leaflet.
of Albion. Would you watch it? Without even having the audio on, I would say, stick it in my veins.
ねえ、チャーリー。イギリスのこと好き？
どうして行かないなんて言ったんだろう。君はただ僕らの未来を送ってくれていたのに。
行こう。世界を変えに。
残念ね、チャーリー君。そんな有害な考えを持っているなんて、更生施設に入ってもらうわね。許されることではないの。
They literally made an anime of what transpires in the game down to the point of having the teacher being disappointed in Charlie. This is amazing.
あのアメリアって子は全く悪影響なんだよ。
I would watch the crap out of the Amelia.
This is amazing.
I would watch the crap out of that.
文化を守りたいって
It's
い
like a
う気持
slice
ち
of
の
life thing.
どこが悪いの？みんな自分の生まれた国や文化が大事なはずでしょう。悪いことだなんて私には思えない。
That was incredible.
Amelia, the last
今度は
rose of Albion.
一緒に行くよ。
What's wrong with protecting your own culture? What is wrong with that? Well, if you're in the UK, apparently there's a lot wrong with it. Jay Viper, when everyone calls you a bigot, but you're just base as fuck and love your country. Amazing. Hazel Appleyard. There we go. Based Amelia burning the LGBTQ with her cigarette. Scott.
Now, see, this wouldn't have like gotten this far if we didn't enable certain bad faith actors in the LGBT community or any other of these little groups. If we didn't like check them without getting our feelings involved and actually use some logic, like, look, we got you your little same-sex marriage, we allow that, blah blah blah, take the win, let's move on with our lives. But no, you keep wanting more. You trying to force a perfect utopia on everybody all at once, and it gotten too far. It permeating every little thing known to man, almost every little thing known to man, and it's like we can't even enjoy certain things. It can't escape into certain things because we got, outside of like anime, maybe we can't play a video game without having some kind of over representation. We can't watch a TV show without having to cater to a freaking demographic, because they probably watch that show too. Well, they probably not. So you're doing it for nothing. You're trying to get brownie points. Yeah, and I think it probably started in maybe like the mid to probably late 2000s is when this started like creep in. And then it just gone hog wild around 2020. Or probably maybe 2019, getting into 2020. And it's just like bubbling over at this point. And I think the vast majority of people are just kind of sick of it. Even certain people in like some of the LGBTQ people who are sensible acknowledge this has gone too far.
Hi, Freeman. All right, one more. People are going wild with the
We need an Amelia for
animations and
America.
AI with Amelia. It's amazing. Sky Freeman. First 4 seconds are definitely usable here. Feel free to play around.
Yeah. UK, can we borrow Amelia for America just for a little bit? Because we ain't got our own Amelia. We used to have like Superman or Captain America, but they try to they kind of messed them up a little bit by giving Superman a gay kid. So it's like, oh, he's a good person. Yeah, he's good. So they ain't going to be the ones to actually say what most people are thinking, because it's kind of like Santa Claus. It's like, good nature at heart, so they ain't gonna say what most people are thinking without looking bad, quote unquote. Amelia is like, I ain't got that origin story. I'll tell you what you need to hear.
With this one, if you like the rendition, many different variations of the art is resonating with the entire community.
Like
what
was it, the eHarmony commercials back in the day? She kind of looked like that in that viral thing.
Best British waifu, government approved alt girl dating simulator, coming soon. Autism capital. Okay, an Amelia companion would go hard. I don't know about.
I don't like the idea of using Grok or AI, but if the AI companion in your phone or whatever has an option for Amelia, I was like, okay, a base character like Amelia, like, okay, I'll roll with AI at that point. It's like, you got me, AI. Okay, Skynet, you got me. It's like, with Amelia, I was like, okay, I'm down. I'm down with it.
The legal ramifications with Amelia, like if she is like a trademarked character, or if this game was just something they threw together and didn't actually copyright or trademark anything with.
I don't
but
care what.
I wonder if they'd be allowed
to
do something like this and maybe change her likeness enough to be someone different, but still play off of it. I do wonder. Because a Grok-based Amelia would go fucking hard.
Oh my God.
Cabrutus, seriously, if I were British, I'd make a page or YouTube channel just for this. Amelia teaching the world about British contributions. Real reasons to be proud of your ancestry and history. Never be ashamed of being great.
And there's another thing. It's like, not even just with the British history, but like American history. Sure, we all got our negative baggage, but hyper focusing on that baggage and blinking it as like, oh, America's racist. Like, it's like, America throughout history has done some good stuff too. It isn't just all about slavery and holding people back. There's been other stuff. It's kind of effed up. You're only hyper focusing on the negative. Like, that's the only history. Like, we fought wars. We helped like other countries. We fought against tyranny. We like, just like the British. We helped create certain the Bill of Rights and the Magna Carta, and it's just like every country has done some good stuff. Yes, they also done some bad stuff, but we can't keep hyping on the bad stuff like all the good stuff, just because there's no perfect country on this planet. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect community. There's some bad stuff in the black community all day long that we definitely should hold the feet to a fire for them, just like any other demographic. But I like the idea that we, acknowledge the fact that white people have done some good stuff. Black people have done some good stuff. Asian people have done some good stuff. Let's hyper focus on the good stuff. Like, the British history has done some amazing stuff in the past and currently right now in the present. Okay? They should have pride in their country. Just like Americans should have pride in our country. Okay? It's kind of weird that there's this like you're looked at as evil because you want to have pride in your country. Like, you're just going to ignore the Atlantic slave trade because America isn't all that great. Oh, Britain isn't all that great because they supported all this stuff. They caused all this. It's like, yeah, nobody's saying they didn't, but I just choose to look at like all the good stuff, which greatly outshines the bad.
Amelia could actually be the character that saves the UK. Before Britain
Oh, he's about to read it.
arrived, India had forgotten its history because no one could read Brahmi script. Then James Prinsep arrived, a brilliant British polymath who deciphered it. He worked tirelessly, traveling across India, studying its secrets. Thanks to him, India's ancient past was unlocked, including Ashoka, whose chakra is on modern India's flag.
Yeah. And some of these so-called progressive people obviously never took time to shut the heck up, sit down in a history class, and learn something. Britain also had what's that historical soldier figure? God, I had it just had it. He traveled the desert. Lawrence of Arabia. You had Lawrence of Arabia, who's like a national hero for Britain.
Fun fact. Wow. All thanks to the Brits. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And these go on and on and on. We have so many people. Amelia, a true patriot. Amazing. We are Amelia. No entry. I don't know what they thought or what they were thinking when they put this Pathways game together. The only thing that I can conclude is they're so indoctrinated in their extremist leftist ideologies that they thought that this made sense. To make a game with a segment where the bad guy was the one saying that you shouldn't be letting illegals into your country and destroying it. How fucked do you have to be in the head to think that's the bad guy? Where did your life go wrong? Amelia Chan. It's amazing. My beloved. Blab. It's not even February and Amelia is waifu of the year. 100%. We need a full series of this, says Disgusting. Doesn't, bro? Yes, I would. What do you use to make this? I mean, I'm telling you, this is legendary. This is its own series that you could do and people would watch the absolute fuck out of. I know I would. I think it'd be hysterical. Amelia is going to save the UK. Will be hilarious when they ban the memes. Banning of memes, they've been trying to do that ever since memes were a thing. They're making protocols to limit speech because they tried to stop the memes immediately and it didn't work. So now they're trying to pick it up from underneath to ban it, and it will never work. You can't ban memes. That's the glorious thing about memes. And even if the UK somehow did ban them, do you think that they'd just stop? That would be so Streisanded. As soon as they did that, it would explode. The Mervoth for the 5-bagger. The character Amelia from the UK government-funded educational game Pathways is not a registered trademark in the public domain. -- search. Holy shnikes. So, I don't know how trademarks work, though, because if they wanted to register her retroactively, they could say they invented the character and claim the date of when it was created and say, we were late to doing this, but this is our character and we need... I don't know how that works. But currently, it's a free-for-all. So, that's awesome. Toasty with the mosty. Should I cosplay as Amelia? Hell
Yes.
yeah, that's amazing.
I'm thinking about Halloween. I forgot about like cosplays and cons. Yes, I'm going to C2E2 in March. I just bought my ticket this morning, and I will take so many pictures of girls dressed as Amelia all day long. I can just tell what kind of woman I'm dealing with by the fact that you're dressing like that. Freaking, I would love you all day long. I would love you. Oh my goodness, I'll buy you all the drinks.
I think there's going to be a lot of Amelia cosplays next Halloween. You say, oh, that's 9 months away from now? It will be a thing 9 months from now. Amelia is not going away. Amelia is a thing now. Solidified forever. To make someone who has right-leaning ideology...
She'll be like the like I was saying, like she's like the modern day Joan of Arc. She could be like the UK's Superman or Captain America. Or they already got Captain Britain, but they should have like Amelia as a Captain Britain.
The bad guy. And trying to protect the country that you are in. And desperately indoctrinating their kids with a game, saying that that person's the bad person. It completely blew up in their face. Backfired spectacularly. And now the internet is having a field day with it. And from what I've seen, this is just like day 4 or day 5. It has been exponentially blowing up with the memes, the videos, and now with AI entering the fray, with people being able to make their own videos, waifu, anime, whatever they're doing with it, that don't even try the Rule 34 on this, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, the Rule 34 is going to be like insane. That's going to be insane. But yeah, man. Shout out to Smash JT. Follow his channel. Shout out to Amelia. Like, you know, I want people to embrace Amelia, not even just with this year, for the future. Just like making a point. There, it has to, like, you know, Amelia is like the representation of the guardrails we used to have, you know, for all this crap, this overdone progressiveness. It's like progression taken too far. And now we got Amelia to be like, you know, I'm the barrier. No, stop. Okay? But anyway, oh god, I freaking love this character. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Amelia. Are you, you know, fighting with Amelia? Are you with Amelia? Because I'm certainly with Amelia. So, I will see you guys later for I probably should get started on my movie reviews, because I got quite a bit of them I gotta get through. But in any case, I will see you guys soon. Take care.